Hello, welcome to the cottage. I am Babs with CoctageRouge. This is my 20th Flosstube, which is super exciting. Milestone right there. And I am really excited today because I have been working on my Art Nouveau train by Stitching Land. And, you know, even including, I was out I think it was last weekend. I don't remember. But I was out with family and had some days off, and I have just been little monogamous Mitzi here, and I finished it. Look at this. Look at how gorgeous this is. Like I literally finished this earlier today. It is Sunday, the 23rd of March right now, and I love it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now this is a gift. This is supposed to be a Christmas gift, but when I first bought the pattern, I mistook the size, because that was before I was really aware of such things when I was looking at patterns. So I went with it. I went for it. I love it. I think it's gorgeous, and he's gonna love it too. So I do have a frame, so I will be sure to show you the fully finished object in my next video. But look. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so this is great. I love the border. Like, this is like a super pale right here, but I got all the dark colors, which really made all of the flowers pop. And there's actually two dark colors in there. There's like a really dark green and a black, and it's done. It is done. I've done over 5,100 stitches on this month alone. Total number of stitches are 17,708 for this pattern. And it was really fun to stitch. Really fun to stitch overall. So I am so excited, and I can't wait to show its intended recipient. So yay. And then once I get that all done, then this project bag will be repurposed to a different project, because I seem to be acquiring them at a large rate. But that's part of the fun, right? That's part of the fun. So because I was being very monogamous with that particular design, I haven't really worked on anything else at all, not since March 1st. And y'all saw those already in the last Flosstube. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. But I do have a plan, and I'm really excited for it. And I want to work on this week. And I'm hoping to finish it this week, but I haven't even started it. And I can't tell you what the pattern is yet, but I do want to show you the fabric that I've chosen. So I decided to use this 18 count vintage opalescent. You can see all the sparkles. It's so pretty. Okay. And I have everything in a bag. So we're going to use these beautiful colors. And they're all on so many different things, because I just pull from stash. So I used to bobbinate all of my flosses, and I don't anymore. I use floss drops. And then I realized I had 4 colors that were missing from my master stash. So, or they're in projects, I don't know. So I went out and I bought those today. There's only 7 colors. So I think this will look absolutely beautiful on this. I cannot wait to work this up and show you all. And then of course I still have the rest of my March goals and progress. That includes both my WIP goals, also my Stitch for Pride 2025. I haven't even started that. So I'll do my best. Plus I have this one using the new vintage fabric. So we will see. We will see how it goes. Oh, and the 18 count vintage is by Bestitch Me as well. I love it. I'm using it on another project, a holiday project that you all have seen before in a past Flosstube. But hey, I bet you're wondering, so Babs, what are you gonna talk about now? I have so much haul, and I have plans. Of course, I have all the WIP go and everything like that. But, you know, I've just been all about the birthday starts, apparently, because both the Dances with Flosstubers, Cass and Tanya, had birthday starts this month, which is what I've done. I have my Chonky Forest Cat for the hashtag Cranky Kitty Birthday Sal, and I have my You Got This Owl for the hashtag Feather Friends Birthday Sal. But I also found out while I was watching some Flosstubes, and where's my notebook? There we are. Okay. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. So Winter Bonfire Night was a birthday start for the Sleepy Stitcher. And she's not too far into it. Like, I mean, she's got like over 1,000 stitches, I believe, if I remember correctly. But I also have that pattern. So, and I have fabric for it too. I believe it's 25 count gridded fabric. So all I need is the floss. And I'm realizing it's 350,000 stitches. So it's going to be huge. And I've been debating about going with CXC floss just because of the price point difference. It's like 8 to 10 cents a skein versus, 59 to 60 cents a skein. That's a huge difference. So we'll see what I end up deciding to do. I don't know. Forgive my hair. It's kind of everywhere. It's fine. I'm not sorry. But anyway, so I'm really excited to start that. And, but it's not going to be this month. I can tell you that right now, just because I've got too many other things to do before the end of March. And then also I have ordered my first GeckoRouge kit. Now, GeckoRouge is a company out of the UK, and they solely do kits, and they don't sell singular patterns in order to protect the designers. And you get everything included. You get the fabric, you get the floss, they'll throw in a needle minder for you. And then of course they'll give you options on, do you want a digital pattern with it too? And do you want this? And do you want, or that, or whatever. So I'm very excited to receive that. Oh, and I suppose you want to know what it is. Well, the Alchemist Stitcher, Anna with the Alchemist Stitcher, and also GeckoRouge podcast are both doing the Pumpkin Spice Cottage. And I know for sure that the Alchemist Stitcher has a birthday in March. I'm not sure if Caro does, but possibly. And so they started up that kit, I believe, on either the 1st of spring or like yesterday on Saturday. So March 22nd. I saw it. I'm like, this is a gorgeous full coverage pattern. I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to try a GeckoRouge kit. Why not this one? So I'm going to join them as soon as I receive it. So I'm very excited about it. It's going to be amazing. I shouldn't be too far behind them. I know they were waiting to start it together. And then I'm just going to join them when I get it, and we'll see if I can catch up to them. So those are my 2 upcoming projects. That I don't even know where to put this. I have so much stuff like sitting around me right now. It's utterly insane. Because I have haul. I have so much haul. I not only have Nashville Needlework Market haul. Here, we'll just stick this behind me. How's that? I have Nashville Needlework Market haul. I have haul from Stephanie with CrossStitch the Globe. She had a huge de-stash in January. And I got it last month, but then last month was crazy, as we all know. So I have that. And then, as you know, Joanne's Fabrics has been going out of business, so I have a little bit from them. And in the meantime, I've also been to Bestitch Me in Moline, Illinois, which is quite the travel, but, that's all right. I'll do it, I like to get there at least once a quarter. And then also there's this quilting shop in the Manus that I will go to sometimes as well. So I just have a little bit of everything, and I'm going to go through it with you. So let's start with what I found at Joann's. So I did go ahead and get some patterns. Among, other bits and bobs, I did get a whole thing of floss. This was like literally all that was left. By the way, just a whole bunch of random colors. The super bright ones are like 11 and 12. And then we got pinks. We have some variegated in there too. I did not get all the variegated because, that was more expensive. But, and I do have quite a bit of it. So I got colors that I didn't have. So yeah, a bunch of floss that I'm going to put in my master collection. And then I also found this really, really cute magazine that has a bunch of patterns in there too, called Just CrossStitch. And the pattern that really drew me to it is called Bitter Weather. And it has this chickadee, Bitter Weather designed by Elizabeth Spurlock of Saving Grace's Fine Needle Arts. Here it is. I think it's so cute. And also this is backstitch in this pine tree. And I thought that was clever. I don't mind the use of different forms of like embroidery in with the cross stitch. I think that gives it a different dimension. So it's super cute. So I need to find a really good background for this. And I may wait to do this until, you know, it gets winter again, because it does have like snow and stuff all on this. So on the tree and on the chickadee, and it's super cute. So there's also some really fun ones, patterns in here. There's like a barn, and there's a fun little country house and all of that. I'm like, I love it. So yeah. And then also we have these little stitch cards. So there's like 4 different patterns in there. So I have this one with the phone and the school and the apple and the world. And then we also have some more like vintage looking, which I love. I love the little ABC sheep here. And we got the flowers, very folk arts. And even like the key above the house here. It's super cute. And here's the real reason, is because I love the mushrooms, and the snail is adorable. And of course we got it. The gnomes always go hand in hand with mushrooms for some reason. So, you know, that's all there. You got another pretty flower. So super cute. And then of course we have some holiday ones as well. And I love the snow globe right here. The snow globe is great. The plaid wreath is great. It is awesome. So I will have fun with these later. If I ever just need a quick stitch or I want to practice on some fabric or something, I will have that. So that's absolutely epic. And then from the Amanas, they get a couple patterns here. So this one's a heart and hand pattern called a honey of a frill. It's just a little bitty one, but it is so cute. I love the bees. Love the bees. Little bit obsessed with bees. So this time of year is just perfect. And the sunflower there is just so cute. So I can't wait to work on that. And that might be a good little stitch, like when you're away for a weekend and you just, you know, have like an hour to, you know, cool down or whatever, like after a busy day, or calm down, or, you know, whatever. So that would be good. And then also I focus on some ornament patterns because, well, my mother has cats. And last Christmas was the first time they ever saw a Christmas tree. So I guess I should say kittens. They're like a year and a little over a year. So, yeah, so she had mentioned about having some ornaments that were cross stitch, because all of our other ornaments are glass and are breakable. So I found these cute little birds on sleds. Lovely cardinals in different forms. And I love that there's a male and female version. I think that's super cool. And then also we have Christmas Baubles by Satsuma Street in some really fun colors. I might switch out the colors to have more of a traditional red green. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what she wants to do. But I think they're super cute. I love it. It would be really fun to do it on that thicker plastic, and that way we can just cut around it and have it be the shape of the actual baubles. It really reminds me of a lot of the ornaments that my late grandmother had, so I think it's super cute. But let's go ahead and go on now to the vintage patterns from CrossStitch the Globe D-Stash from Stephanie. So it's a wide variety for sure. So this one is a Counted Cross Stitch Plus magazine from October of 1990. And what really drew me to this is this pattern. It's this right here. It's a strainer. Like the cross stitch on side a strainer. On side, that's not even a word. But anyway, it's really cute. I've always wanted to do that. And I love the barn. The barn and the barn house is just, it's so cute. And this one is actually a clock. They put like little hands on it and stuff. So it's adorable. And there are other adorable patterns in here too. Don't get me wrong. But what really drew me to this one was literally this. Was the strainer pattern. So that's going to be a thing for sure. And then I also have the Baked in a Pie by Leisure Arts. Right here. This is from, does it say? 1995. All right. So we got baked in a pie right here. So we've got the blackbird and we have a chicken and just some fun things. Yeah. So what drew me to that was literally this one, the blackbird, although I do love the chicken as well down here. When I was growing up, I was in a choir and we actually, I don't know why I remember this. Maybe it's because I was young enough and we did it over and over again and we memorized it. But I sang a song about the blackbirds getting baked in a pie. So, memories right there. And then there's also other stuff too. There's like fun little apples and, you know, things for towels and like bread covers and stuff. It is really cute. So I'm excited to try out some of these patterns too. And I have been interested in putting cross stitch on clothing. I do have some supplies to do that. I have some of that. I don't even know what it's called right now. You know, the fabric that you put it on and you pull it out, and I don't know. But anyways, so we have winter warmers in waste cans, also by the Leisure Arts. And is there a date? This one actually has both a sticker from Walmart and Hobby Lobby, so I don't know how that works. But it is only $4.50. But they're really, really cute. Look at that. Look at that. I especially love the one on the red. And the snow globes are always fun. So this is super cute. I don't know if it's going to end up on a sweatshirt or not, but you know, why not? Why not? I'll figure it out. Maybe a little jacket. But I thought it was cute. The patterns are adorable. Now this one was really, really fun because it is a nativity scene. It's called The Nativity, also by Leisure Arts. Designs by Dick Martin. And this individual is actually born in Iowa. That's really cool. So this one was put out there in 1983. This one is as old as me. And it's really cool because it's using that stiff, like graphing Ada. And you can see on the back here, we got Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. And I just think it's a really cute way to do a nativity scene. It's adorable. And it actually comes with what you need in order to do it. It's got that stiff thing. I don't know what this is called. Can someone please tell me what this is called? I mean, say, oh yeah, it's a thing. That's not very descriptive at all. I need to know what the hard Ada is. It's not Ada. It's plastic. I don't know what it is. But I plan to use it regardless. And keeping on with the holiday theme, because there are quite a few holiday options, we have Country Christmas Sampler 2 by Jeremiah Junction Classics. This one is 1994, and I love the country kitchen look right here. It's so cozy, and I love the little tree with the apples. You have the goose, and just like the little sleigh, and it is adorable. Absolutely adorable. So this one has two patterns in it, and that's the two you see on the front. Look at that goose up there. Isn't that cute? That is adorable. Anyways, I love it. I think it's adorable. And this one is kind of a blast from the past here for me because I love precious moments. My late grandmother cross-stitched some precious moments for us, for myself and my siblings. So when I saw these ornaments, I'm like, yes, please, right here. So we have some really cute precious moments, ornaments. They are adorable. There's a whole bunch, actually. But there's a bunch. There is a bunch. And this is actually volume 1, so there must be another volume somewhere. Looks like this was 1989. 1989. And yeah, I can't show you anything in here, but they're super cute. Very simple, entirely outlined. There's a lot of backstitch going on at that time. So I love it. I love precious moments. They're just as they say, they're precious. And I am working through this here. I actually getting down to the last few. So the next one I have is Cross My Heart ink. This is the Garden Cottage from 1989. Right here. And it is beautiful. This actually reminds me of Holt, which is in England. And it is the oldest thatch roofed house that's still being lived in. And I actually know who lives in it. So it just reminds me of Holt, and I love it just based off pictures that I've seen. I mean, the scenery might be a little different, but it's fine. I think this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's got like the wattle and daub look and everything like that. It's so pretty. So I will be really excited to work on that. There's so many things I would be excited to stitch. So I must have done well. This next one I bought solely because of the pun, because it is hilarious. Let me see if I can find a date on this real quick. It's by the Design Connection, and I can't find a date. But it's called Cover Your Buns, and these are for your bread, to put your bread on. Little fancy things here. Cover your buns, right? And I don't see, the Design Collection ink. And it is so cute. It's really cute. These will be for some like fun little quickish projects. Some of them are pretty dense here, like some of those flowers. But I love it. I think it's really adorable. So I can't wait to do that. They would also make really good gifts too. And a lot of my finishes do end up being gifts. Like the majority of my finishes last year, I gave them away. So, and then also I found she had a Teresa Wensler. She had Pegasus. I love this. I remember back when this first came out and there was a kit. And I'm like, I'll get it later. This kits are kind of expensive, especially for a young teenager at the time. And then I never got it. And now I have the pattern. I'm so excited. It's so cute. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm really happy. And oh my gosh, this floss list is crazy. And it's got like a tricorn thing going on to open it. And the pattern's even on the back. Oh my stars. But yeah, it is great. I was looking for a date on here, but I don't have one. But I remember seeing this back in the 90s as well. And then my last one, and this one I'm going to start sooner rather than later. It is absolutely beautiful. It's an Anna Lee Waite Designs, and it's called Straight from the Heart. And this is one even Stephanie wasn't sure about parting with because it is awesome. This is like a full coverage heart. It's a full coverage heart. And it's got so many different like patterns in here and quilts, and it's like a quilt, a quilted heart. And I think it's so beautiful. Oh, it's just very sweet. So yeah, I am absolutely going to be working on this as soon as I can find some appropriate fabric for it. So I am very excited. And so these right here were from CrossStitch the Globe from Stephanie. So yay. And then now, what I'm sure y'all have been waiting for, we have the Nashville Needlework Market Haul. And I have to say, this was my very first Nashville Needlework Market. Because I didn't quite understand the hype last year when I had heard about it. I get it now. I went a little overboard. In fact, I still have an order that's coming that I'm hoping to get this week. We'll see. But it has a lot of my night garden patterns. So I'm going to show you the ones that I have not paired fabric with yet. And then I'll show you the ones that I have already paired fabric with. So I'm really excited. So yeah, night garden, I got the floss for it for sure. Like I need this. And then the night garden patterns, I have not paired any fabric yet because I want to get the other ones. I want to make sure that I got the number that I thought I did, because I want to either include it all. I want to do a 3x3 square. and either include it all on one piece or have them separate and put into each individual frames, and that way I can put them up on the wall that way. Because I think they're so pretty, and the colors, because they all use the same colors, then they'll work together. So the first one was the Moonlit Moth by Counting Puddles. This is gorgeous. I don't even like moths in real life, but I love them in art and in patterns, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. I love the black work on it, and there's actually a lot more stitching on this than I originally thought, like with X's. So that's really cool. So this is beautiful. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for all of these, let's be honest. And then we also have Stitchy Prose, Holly Freeman's Night Owl, right here. I love me a good owl. I do. And this is so pretty. Very pretty. And I love the use of the green for the leaves. And it's just, the space was really utilized well on this. And these aren't very big at all. Not at all. And then we have the Proper Stitcher in Nature by Annie Turner. In nature, nothing exists alone. And this is so cool. I'm probably going to use darker fabric on some of these because I feel like some of the words are lost within the background. And some of the details are lost in the background. And, you know, so that's what I want to do. I really like the way this one looks on the black. So we'll see. I might do black. I might do a really, really dark navy. Or I might do a really, really dark some other color. So we'll find out. But I have 3 of them. So yay. And more are coming. I also ended up getting a brand new week's dye worth. The 5 new colors. So let me pull those out. These are absolutely gorgeous. So we have the liquid gold right here. We have the pickled ochre, which is this beautiful green, which is actually pretty close to what I'm wearing, to be honest. So, and I love this color right here. In fact, these colors are all right up my alley. I love it. And we have the olive branch. You can see how they really work together. So this one right here is the olive branch. Now this purple, the acai berry, is everything to me. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is brilliant. And I love how you can see the variation when it's closer. See? Oh, love it. And then the bright color, the chantilly, is kind of the white off-white. And this does have variation in here as well. So these are the 5 together. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to use these on something. And also, I've never used Weeks Dye Worth, so this is going to be new to me. I like trying out different types of floss just to see, you know, what I like, what works, what doesn't. You know, the colors are fantastic. I can tell you that. Whew. And, oh, yeah. I also have, oh my gosh, let me pull these. Like I said, a lot of things. I did go ahead and get the cookbook, which is, so, I've been having so much fun looking through the recipes on this. So cool. And then plus all of the different free patterns that are in there is just great. And then just the little stories of, you know, like this was my great aunt's recipe and she would have loved to have y'all have this, or, you know, just the little pictures of, you know, back in the day. Like there's some really great photographs in here of like an entire, you know, 5 generations of people, or you know, of the grandmother that had the recipe, and it is so cute. I love it. I also did get the Rock and Roll Sampler by Heartstrings Samplery. It's so fun. It is so fun. Like in those blue vases there's guitars. And we gotta rock and roll all night and cross stitch every day. And I did pull this open and I read some of it because They usually give some indication of what they did, like the little secrets. And the angels have hairstyles that depict some famous rock and rollers. And I'm pretty sure the one is Elvis. So this is fun. And it'll be really exciting to work on. I also have one from the Artsy Housewife called The Florist. I love her stuff anyways. But we have the orange cat, and we have the woman who's about to, hopefully won't get tripped. But that cat is very mischievous. Also, the same cat is on her pattern called Vicious, where the cat did bite off a piece of the plant, or a plant. So yeah, this is really fun. It's super cute, and I love it. This particular one called The Apprentice by Autumn Lane Stitchery, I did get from Autumn Lane Stitchery. And there is that little alchemist with the mushrooms. I love the mushrooms, and I love potion bottles. Potion bottles are kind of a thing, especially with the gaming channel that myself and my husband have called Rogue Alchemist. Hence, whenever there's like a potion or like potion pattern or like alchemist or anything like that. And then of course the cottage rogue, you got the cottage part. Well, mushrooms and nursery logs are very cottage core in my opinion. And so I just love this little guy. Also, Autumn Lane Stitchery in particular was having this thing where if I saw an Instagram post by them, and they said, if you're one of the next 50, then you'll get a signed version by the designer, which I have. And I did not expect, because I saw that like hours afterwards, after it was posted. And I have the signed copy, and I love it so much. So those of you who know me, I know I love to read, and I do enjoy physical books especially. I do read digitally, but I love my physical books, and I love my authors, and I edit on the side. And so I am a stickler for signed books, okay? I love my signed books. I have a bunch. Now I have my first signed pattern, and it's addicting, so maybe one day I will have more, but this is my first, and I am so very excited. It's so good. So I don't know what fabric to put that one on yet, but I'm sure I will come up with something down the road. I haven't looked in my stash. I've only checked out the ones when I went to Bestitch Me yesterday. I've had a very busy weekend. But I will show you. This next one is by Teresa Krogatz, Her Creative Whims. This is called the Folk Art Garden. I love this. It is so beautiful. And I love it on the black fabric too. I think that's fantastic. And this is so lovely. It's so lovely. I can't wait to make this. I don't know where I'm going to put it up yet, but I can figure that out later. It's fine. I did go ahead and for the Summer House Stitchworks, Remember Me, a morning sampler. I think this is absolutely beautiful and will absolutely come in handy down the road. It's just, I don't know, just with the way the plant is drooping, and then you have the urn and the lovely quote there, which is the "Remember me when this you see." And I just think it's very touching. I love this. And the thing is I could even see stitching this for like a remember me as in who I am and my core self, and not necessarily because a dear friend or a relative had passed away. I could see this as remember who you are. So, it is gorgeous. I don't know when I'm going to stitch this. I will stitch it when it's needed, I guess. And but I love it, and I'm so glad it's mine. These last two here that I have so far they're by Fine Frog Stitching. We have our wonderful, beautiful Crow Librarian. I love this so much. It's so cute. And I love books, so library makes sense. It makes sense. And then also by Fine Frog Stitching, I have the Amphibian Alchemist. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I warned you. Potions are a real thing. And I need to stitch more. I actually have a tattoo that's a potion bottle, so in the shape of a heart. So yeah, that's the thing. But I love this little guy. He is so adorable. So that'll be fun. I could definitely see him on some opalescent, like navy. That would be really cute. So yeah. And then also I went to Bestitch Me, and I also participated in their Friday Night Fight Night. So I did end up getting, it's still in the packaging as well, but I got this beautiful sunshiny opalescent. I realize this probably isn't the best way to look at it, but you can kind of see the sparkles. And it is beautiful, and I love it so very much. Here, this might be better. Here you go. It's very sparkly. It's 20 count. It's called My Sunshine. The thing is I was on vacation when Friday Night Fight Night happened. So I just going through and seeing what was left. And the only ones that were left was this 20 count My Sunshine, and then like a 40 count Linen Phoenix or something at that point. And then later on, someone else went through. So I'm very excited for this. I have a couple ideas on what I want to put this on, or what I want to put on this. But we will see. There is something that I really wouldn't mind doing. I know that there have been applications for test stitchers out there. And one of the things I didn't even think about was that, of course, the test stitcher should be comfortable stitching on different types of fabric. And I'm like, well, I don't have that experience, and I want to. Linen always intimidated me, but like, okay, I've only stitched a little bit on the Lugana, and I've never stitched on linen. So I went out to Bestitch Me yesterday, and I found some eighths, and one of them was this beautiful Spirit of the Forest right here. It is so beautiful. I love it. So this is 28 count. I'm like, all right, well, I'll just get like some different sizes. At least I can see where I'm pretty sure the needles are supposed to go. I'm going to do some research on it. I'll find a cute pattern for this. But yeah, I'm excited for this color for sure. I think it's beautiful. So I'm very excited for that. And now I have my Nashville Needlework Market stash that I've already paired the fabric to. So I'm really excited for this. So I have Samplers and Primitives, The Voice of the Garden. I love this bee, okay? I love this bee. It is beautiful. And then I have from Bestitch Me a 32 count linen. This is of 1/8 of a yard, so I haven't done the dimensions on this yet. This is called Honey. Look at that. Look at that right there. That is beautiful. So I am very, very excited about this. I love the different modeling in it, and I think it'll absolutely work super well with this pattern, at least with the bee part for sure. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole border or not, but I love it with the bee. So that's what we're gonna go with. And then I have another pattern by Autumn Lane Stitchery called the Summoner. The Summoner. I do enjoy role-playing games. I love D&D. And do I play summoners or wizards? No, I don't. But this is such a me thing. Bessie says this looks like Leshy to me. Or like a forest dweller. I'm like, I love it. And what would go better with this? Check out that background right there. Check out this fabric. This is Ethereal, which is a 32 count Lugana, also by Bestitch Me. I think it's perfect. I mean, there's not really orange in here, but there are some purples and burgundies, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous and will work with this pattern really super well. So I'm very excited. And it's really fun picking out the fabric too as I come home and I sit down and be like, all right, this fabric goes with this fabric goes with that. It is so great. Another super fun pattern I got is by Satsuma Street. Called Groovy Chicks. Look at the Groovy Chicks. They're so great. They are so cute. And I've decided to try this Lugana, 32 count Lugana fruit salad with these chicks. Look at that. Look at that. That is just crazy to me. So I'm kind of thinking, depending on how big these chicks are, you know, you got a green one, a red one, and a blue one. And then on this fabric, we have different, like this section here is more green, down here is more red. There's not really blue, but I'll figure something out for that. I think that could look cool, at least for one of them. So I'll try it out. I'll see how it looks. I think it's a beautiful fabric. I've never done a fruit salad before on it, but I know that there are other people who just swear by it, and I can't wait. And also, I think it really works with such a fun pattern like this. Such a fun pattern. And also, these chicks are great because they have sayings on their rears. Make eggs, not war. Yeah, yeah. I love it. It's just super cute. My next one is, here, let me get the fabric out because I actually stuck it in here. We have the Travel Together by Jeanette Douglas Designs. Travel Together, #1, Trip and Voyage. This is going to be a gift. And so I'm really excited about trying it. I have a 20 count Aida cold foam for this, which kind of looks like, you know, parchment or something. It is very beautiful, and I think it'll work. Now this pattern will be pretty tiny on it because it is 20 count, but that's okay. That's all right. So I am excited about it. I don't know when I'm going to get that started. I won't be able to give it to its recipient, even though I'm going to see him this coming weekend. But I won't be able to give it to him right away because obviously it won't be started yet. But soon, this year, maybe for Christmas. Probably for Christmas. So yeah, it'll be super cute. And then now we have A Study in Garden Fairies by the Artsy Housewife. I love this. This was an instant put in my cart. Absolutely instant. It is ethereal. It is gorgeous. And I feel like I should take this out of the fabric. This is Conversation Hearts 18 count Aida. Or take the fabric out of the plastic probably. But there's like a variety of different colors in here. You know those Conversation Hearts that you have for Valentine's Day? That's this. There's like all sorts of different colors in here. And fairies to me are kind of, and they could be any color. They're iridescent, you know? So I feel that this could absolutely work. It is so pretty. And there's not as much yellow in here as it looks like. So I think it's great. All right, so this next one I also put in with the pattern just so I wouldn't lose it. I'm probably going to start this one in April. It's called Summer Feels, also by the Artsy Housewife. And I found an 18 count Aida that just fits. It just fits this pattern. I love these pairs, by the way. But it's really similar to the background color as well. It's called Sweetheart. Again, by Stitch Me. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? It's like a perfect match. I love this. So this is going to be so good. So yes, I have gotten linen and I have also gotten Lugana. I am branching out. I still have Aida though too. I mean, come on. And also this is an 8. So it's like the perfect size for this particular pattern, which is fabulous. I will take that, you know? And there we go. And then I also have a couple of more from Bestitch Me. One of them I ordered special. I ordered half a yard. It's called Into the Veil. This is more of a green right here. So there are a couple of the In the Woods patterns by Cottage Garden Samplings that I'm going to use this green for. One of them being the bear, of course, because it's so cute. But yeah, so I have those. That's the purpose of this. I'm sure I'll have more left over, but I have so many patterns, I will find something for it. And then also by, I have this beautiful 32 count linen. It's called Lilith. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my gosh. So I'm probably going to practice on one of my other linens first. But I really want to do Jed X Stitches, a Cherry Magpie. And it might be under Jessica Doisy if you go on her Etsy. And if I said your name wrong, my apologies. But this is really, really close to the background that she used. I love it. It is absolutely beautiful and will be perfect for Cherry Magpie. So I am so excited for that as well. And then also next weekend on March 28th through 29th, we have the Nash Stash Startathon right here. I got this in my order. So we're up here. These are all of the different ones for this year that Lindy Stitches is putting out. These are the save the dates, a virtual event, so anyone can go. I think it's like $10 right here, and you can choose to go like seriously the day of. And it's really, really exciting. So I'm probably going to do this for at least 1 or 2 days. I know I will have company this weekend, so I may not be able to join it for all of it, but I do plan to go to at least one. So we'll see what day. I'm not sure yet. But the Nash Stash Startathon, absolutely fabulous. I did the Jingle Ball for the first time in 2024, and I really had a good time. And I think I want to try and be a little bit more outgoing in some of these virtual events because I do get a little shy sometimes. But that's just how it is. It's something I've been trying to overcome my entire life. So, But thank you so much for being here with me and joining me on revealing my stash, and also on oh my gosh, things are falling on the floor, but also sharing in my celebration that I have my Art Nouveau train done. And I am so very, very excited. This is my second finish. This is my second fully finished object. And it will be my first FFO because I got to get that done this week. I want to give this this month. Like I have to be done with this month. That was a goal I set for myself. Be done in the first quarter. So yeah. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, my cottage is always open. I'll see y'all next time, everyone. Happy stitching. Bye-bye.